History's most significant technological leaps, it is poised to unlock new business models, transform industries, reshape our jobs, and boost economic productivity. For more insight, viewers, Paul Ndiho is standing by live at the Governmental Artificial Intelligence Conference ongoing here in Washington, D.C. Hello, Paul. Tell us what this AI conference is all about.
Thank you, Esther. We are here at an AI conference that brings together government agencies, stakeholders from the AI and tech industry. They are all here to figure out a way to how to incorporate AI in their workforce, how to bring about this technology that we are talking about. What is it can be done to make sure that some of this technology is incorporated into the government sector. So those are some of the conversations taking place. There's been a lot of talk about generative AI, but a lot of people don't understand it. You are an expert in this space. Explain it in simple terms for us.
Generative AI has done the one thing that has been really hard to do, is to make AI/ML relevant to everyone. And so everyone wants to be able to use it, whether it be ChatGPT or large language models with Claude or anything like that. And so, what generative AI is the creation of a answer, and it'll base it off of what it's been trained on, and you have to be able to provide it guardrails to be able to make it relevant. So you'll see there, see the dots that actually form that. So it's able to identify my ears, my eyes, my nose, my neck, shoulders, the rest of my torso. It actually identifies the limbs. So it's 18 points, and will actually draw all the lines that connects that.
Could this be the type of technology that maybe in the coming years we see like TSA using?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I think that this would be useful from a TSA perspective, but think of it from other perspectives, like, for example, shoplifting, right? So it's not only the pose of the body, but it may be the action of my hands.
I am a management consultant, and I have been really focused all year on generative AI. What is it? How does it work? I help people solve people problems in organizations, and this technology has a lot of possibility for people to collaborate.
There's a lot of pushback when it comes to people using AI, especially in workplaces.
Yes.
You're talking about how you help people to collaborate using AI. How is that done? How can it be done?
Organizations are rightfully concerned that it's not misused and they're harmed in some way, that their intellectual property or something that should be private gets made public. That's a fair concern. There's ways to control that. Individuals are concerned about what does it mean for their job. Is it going to help them in their job, hurt them in their job, replace their job? So if you, and you know what though, Paul, most of the people I see who have the concern haven't tried it very much. Once someone starts using it, even if it's just ChatGPT, open a public tool that they have access to, Bard, Claude, they realize how they could do something with it to do their job better.
So we are an AI hardware company. We develop custom processors that are designed to run neural networks and AI software, which we believe will be the software of the future in general. So things that were traditionally very heuristic or very if this then that are going to move more and more towards neural networks. Today, a lot of the hardware that is used is GPUs, which were not developed for AI. They were developed for graphics processing. More certain you're a person than me.
That's interesting. So you're saying that I'm more of a person than you, and yet you're the developer, right?
I didn't develop this, I just sell it.
So this type of technology can be used, like let's say, be used at airports or in hospitals.
It's already used at airports.
In stores, when you walk in, that kind of stuff.
Yep. Okay. In fact, if you want to try it, are you flying home?
No, I live right here.
Okay, so anyone who flies, whenever you fly somewhere, if you walk out of most TSA exit areas now, as you're leaving the airport, if you try and walk back into that area, you'll get all kinds of alarms going off without anyone pressing a button. What that is a camera watching for objects that are people, saying, is the object traveling in this direction or that direction? And when it travels in the wrong direction, it sets off the alarm.
Interesting.
So that's an AI model right there in work.
you and I were having this chat, and you talked about how not only have you studied this, but you've been doing it for a very, very long time. There are a lot of people out there who don't know what this is all about. Can you maybe help explain that?
Artificial intelligence is a replication of a human intelligence. So as we think, as we walk, as we talk, as we eat, as we sleep, everyday activities, the artificial intelligence creates those algorithms which actually takes an artificial intelligent agent to do those tasks, which technically not sleeping, eating, or walking, but conducting some sort of work or a certain task from point A to point B, from start to end or start to middle, and the next agent takes on the next steps to complete the tasks.
So you also talked about the different language models. A lot of people like me really don't understand when we say, what is a language model?
Language models technically are the artificial intelligence computer programming models, which are based on the mathematical algorithms. Large language models started a while back. It came out of natural language processing, natural language understanding, natural language generation, which is at this very moment in terms of ChatGPT, Llama, BERT, B-E-R-T from Google, BART from Google, so as Bison from Google, and we also have Megatron from the NVIDIA, and these are all large language models which are trained on the corpus of data sets, and then when you go and ask them questions, they generate answers according to the data that they are trained on.
Earlier on, there was a guest speaker from OpenAI who said that this is perhaps one of the biggest leaps in technology that has happened since the invention of the internet.
Most people wonder whether there are any risks associated with artificial intelligence. What do you know?
Absolutely. As much as a lot of people here are using AI for good, there is going to be a lot of risks associated with it. There are some bad actors who are already using AI to do bad things. But overall, most of the people that I've talked to, people that we've spoken to today, think that if AI is used very well, it could actually change a lot of things. It could help us figure out how to address issues in healthcare, issues in agriculture, renewable energy. So even government, the way government works with people, government works with a lot of contractors, agencies. If they incorporate AI into some of their business practices, this could help them be efficient, be productive at what they do. So there are good reasons to use AI, and at the same time there are risks associated with that. But how to mitigate those risks is what is important, and that's what we are trying to learn today.
Paul, very quickly, should people worry that AI will render them jobless?
That's the biggest million-dollar question that everybody is asking. Yes, there is potential for AI to take away some jobs, but this is in the future. It's not in the immediate. For example, almost every single person, every speaker who has spoken about this subject, they talk about that. They say, yes, AI has the potential to displace a lot of people, but it's going to be a while before that happens. So for now, you don't have to worry about your job. I think our jobs are secure.
Well, AI, Esther, AI, Paul. All right, Paul, thank you very much. VOA's Paul Ndiho reporting live for us at the Government Artificial Intelligence Conference here in Washington.